Hey guys, this is volume of a cylinder. I want you to get ready for this and we're going to take some notes. First of all, this is what it's going to look like on the formula chart on the STAR reference chart. This is also going to be the chart that we will use on tests. So please note it says volume. And this is for a prism or a cylinder. We're going to mark that off because all we're going to do is a cylinder. And this says V. V is for volume. Volume equals capital B times H. And what we learned in surface area is that capital B is area of the base. So we take the area of the base, which since this is a cylinder, it's going to be a circle. So we know the area of the base is going to be pi r squared. Okay? And times the height, and you have volume of a cylinder. Yes, it's that easy. So let's look at the next slide. Let's review area of a circle. So we know that area of a circle is if the line goes all the way across, that is your diameter. We do not need the diameter. We only need half of that, which is your radius. Therefore, if you know your diameter is 10, you need to divide that by 2 to get your radius of 5. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Here's the notes. You have these given to you, and I would like you to turn to that page now. I would like you to highlight a few things. This is cylinders. We have 3 shapes in this unit. We have cylinders, cones, and spheres. We're going to do cylinders first. We're going to put 8.6a, which is describing the volume formula as V equals capital BH. And then also 8.7a, which is solve problems involving volume of cylinders. The formula, this is what is on your formula chart, V equals capital B times H. And every time we see this for volume, we are going to rewrite it as V equals pi r squared H. The reason we're going to do that is because B equals area of the base. And the base is a circle, and area of a circle is pi r squared. The height is, H is the height of the cylinder, and now we can solve problems because we have everything we need. Here's our first example. An oatmeal container is a cylinder, is cylinder in shape. It is 12 inches tall with a radius of 3 inches. So we would write the formula pi r squared times h. And we know that pi on the calculator is second and then the hat button. We know our radius is 3 squared, and we know our height is 12. So when we put that in the calculator, we should get second pi 3 squared 12. We should get 339.29. That seems extremely high to me. So I'm thinking we need to put parentheses around the squared button. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to hit second pi. I'm going to put 3 squared. Whoops, let me go back. Parenthesis 3 squared. Close it. And then I'm going to put the 12. Nope, same thing, 339.21. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way you do it, you're going to get the same answer. Let's go down to the next part. And we have a cylinder shown here. Let's see if we can solve this one. We know all the way across is 10, but we only need half. So step one, I'm going to write my formula, pi r squared times the height. And I know in my calculator, I'm going to put pi. Our radius is going to equal 5 because we just need half of 10. So we're going to hit pi, 5 squared, times the height of 14. I'm going to put that in parentheses. Let's see what we get. Second pi, 5 squared, times 14. You should get 1099.55. Okay? Hold on just a second as my mouse is not clicking correctly. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Got it to work. So now, and then finally we have a problem at the bottom, and it says, how do you solve a problem if they give you the volume? Well, that's an excellent question. They just might do that. So they have the area of the base of a cylinder is 20 square inches, and the volume of the cylinder is 150 cubic inches. What is the height of the cylinder? Well, let's see if we can figure that out. So we know our formula is volume equals capital B times the height. And we know capital B is area of the base. So they already told us what area of the base is. And so we know that is 20. So we know capital B is 20. We know volume is 150. So V equals 150. So where I see the V, I'm going to put the 150. And I know my B is 20. So now we're just going to solve for H. And to do that, we divide both sides by 20. And therefore, we get the height, which is going to be 150 divided by 20. And our height is 7.5. So we know the height of this thing, H equals 7.5. Okay, let's look at the next slide. Okay, let's do some examples. It says find the volume of each cylinder. Round your answers to the nearest tenth if necessary. Well, we know that we have our cylinder, we have our radius, and we have our height. And we are going to write our formula as V equals pi r squared H. We know, like we just said, our radius is 2. And we know our height is 2.5. So now we can put that in the calculator as follows. Pi 2 squared times 2.5. Let's see what we get. Second pi times 2 squared times 2.5. We're going to get 31.41. Okay? Or 31.4. I hope you got that as well. Let's go to the next one. Find the volume of the cylinder. Okay, let's don't worry about rounding. Let's just find the volume. So we know our formula is V equals pi r squared times the height. And we know our radius is going to be only half of this. So we know our radius is going to be 2. So we have pi 2 squared times the height. Let's put that in the calculator and see what we get. Second pi 2 squared times the height of 7. 87.9 or 87.96. Okay, let's look at the next slide. Last 2 examples, and then I'm going to show you what your work is. So these are word problems without any drawings, but that's fine, no big deal. We're going to write our formula, V equals pi r squared times the height. And we know that this has a radius of 5.25. So the radius is 5.25, and we want to square that, times the height of 13. Let's see if we can put that in the calculator. We have second pi, 5.25 squared times 13. Enter, and we should have 1,125. Last example is we have a carton of oatmeal that has a diameter of 13 and is 24 centimeters tall. We don't need the diameter, we need the radius. So I'm going to divide that by 2, and I know I'm going to get 6.5. So when I write my formula, pi r squared times the height, I know that I need to put pi 6.5 squared times 24 in my calculator. Let's do that now. And we have second pi 6.5 squared times 24. And we should have 3,185. Okay, let's look and see what the work is. I think we have it here. Let's see, where is the cylinder? Cylinder, where are you? Here you are. This is what your work is. It is in your packet. You need to find the volume for each cylinder. Please know, do not use this for pi because you have a pi button on your calculator. So please find the volume for this one. You'll need to draw it out, or you have the diameter, so you need to divide it by 2. Here you have the diameter as well. It's going all the way across. Another diameter. And another diameter. And another diameter. Boy, they love the diameters on here. So be sure you divide your diameter by 2. And let's see what we have here. Okay, this one you need to do 2 problems. You need to do the volume of the old silo and then the new one. A silo is like a big cylinder that holds like grain, okay, on a farm. Then it says how much greater is the volume of the new silo. So you need to do the difference, and that's how you'll figure that out. Once you're finished, you can put your answers on Canvas, or you can wait for me to grade it tomorrow. That'll do it, guys. Thank you for watching.